Okay, and we're live.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Hello, hello. So I'm gonna make a patron post
Yay.
linking this stream. So how are you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. You
Oh,
you
it
look.
is. It went public.
Oh, just fucking leave it up and put the link on Patreon then.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if anyone in the EST zone is watching us at what is it like 7 a.m., six
Yeah.
thirty a.m., like you
Yeah.
deserve this.
Mm. Yes.
I remember when Scott Sharkey ran his own website. It's actually where Kyan used to hang out. We
Mhm.
probably rubbed shoulders and didn't realize. He had a thing up where, like, on Christmas, he put the He-Man Christmas special up.
Mhm.
Because he was like, if you're browsing my site on Christmas, something's wrong. And I kind of feel pity for you, so here's the He-Man Christmas special.
That is very cute.
Hmm. So, Sin,
Yeah.
let me ask how you are again. Because, you look... You look... You look a little tired.
I'm exhausted and it's
Mm-hmm.
early. And the thing is, what
Mm-hmm.
happened was, here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Good
Um,
impression. I can't pick, but it's good.
Thank you. Um, this is an AMA where we have one question left, and the question was asked by beautiful Baron Tutu.
Is it one question or is it like one question that has a bunch of parts to
Well,
it?
yeah, because it's so
Yeah,
long, we
yeah.
kept it for a separate AMA, and
Okay.
we wanted to do it at a time where Tutu could possibly make it, and that's his
Okay,
time.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
And
Hopefully he can watch
yeah.
the VOD, I guess, if
Oh
he
no,
can't
he's
make it.
here.
Oh good, hi.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
see the chat.
Yeah, but the thing is, this was supposed to be a patron only stream. And I
Yeah,
told Richie before, like, I can't let people see me like this. But when we
yeah,
started streaming this,
yeah.
OBS did some error and we refreshed, we tried again. And when I went to get the unlisted link, I saw it on the front page of my
Hang on, I'll
YouTube
just pop
page.
the chat out because I don't need your permission to view this chat this time.
Yeah.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh my
Alright.
god. Yeah.
Hello everyone, I see. Bold Space Marine 33. Horworthiac. I still don't know how to do your name, I'm sorry.
We just say
Shigantane
hey.
Blade.
Their name is
Hey.
A.
Hello Bear, hello Nostalgic Douchebag, hello Seleniwick. And who else is here? Hello Potato Magic, hello Ibrahim, hello Doom Kitty, hello Brandon. I think that's everyone.
Mhm.
This is the special oh, Killian Rabbit says, I love you guys' content, can't wait to stream, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. We
Oh, thank you
appreciate
very
everyone who
much.
watches. Okay, so this is hi Brandon. This is the AMA post credit scene, basically. I don't know how long it's gonna go for. I'm just
No
gonna
one
sit
knows.
here. I got these discount Halloween biscuits from the supermarket.
That's
They
beautiful.
were sold at a massive markdown because it's the middle of December. So they're alright, they're just gingerbread.
Wait. It's gingerbread, so it is the Christmas thing.
Yeah, but it's a skeleton and it
Why
has
is it a
skull on the bag.
skeleton?
Because it was for Halloween.
But it's gingerbread. That's only legal in December.
Am I gonna have to start making gingerbread?
That's a beautiful idea. Maybe you can make a house. Can you make a gingerbread panda, giant panda
You know,
house?
I am actually pretty good at making miniature dioramas. So I feel like using gingerbread as like a material has potential.
Mhm. Actually.
Provided it's like reasonably rigid. Oh, hello. Rismia Yagyu says, I love you guys. Greetings from Germany. Hi. Greetings from Australia /
Guten
Canada.
Morgen. Wait, look, I can speak different languages. Guten Morgen, guten Tag, ich liebe dich. That's German.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello. That's Australian.
No, Australia would be like, g'day.
It would be like, what?
No, it'd be like, oh, I can't.
Okay.
That's Australian.
Thank you, Richie. Weyoung is asking if you can make a gingerbread Yorshka.
You can try. Actually, yeah, alright. That's my challenge. That's my challenge for December is make a gingerbread Yoshka.
Cool.
Sorry, Frying Fox. So,
Yeah.
if anything like the last AMA, it will take us about an hour to get to the question. And then the question itself will have a number of tangents. And you're going to have to watch earlier parts of the episode again in order to understand our answers.
Yes. Richie,
Yep.
because
Yes.
this Sunday at 8 a.m. AST, you, Philomena, and I will be recording another iHunt episode.
We will.
Mm-hmm. What I will need from you, and maybe people can give you suggestions if they want, is because I'll need to commission Holdsy, our little pixel guys, the pixel cartoons.
The way you said that, it sounds like Holdsy is actually a little man made of pixels.
Thank you. But I'll need to commission new clothes on our guys.
Why?
They can't wear the same thing at a different episode?
But if you imagine that the iHunt thing is basically Scooby-Doo, then we would wear the same clothes in every episode.
And that's where Scooby-Doo was lacking. What will improve where Scooby-Doo failed?
Also, Corvo's in it, but he has a tie on to hide the fact that we don't want to animate his head turning.
What?
That's why all the Hanna-Barbera characters have ties, so they don't have to animate their necks. Yeah, Doom Kitty pointing out the much like Notes of Bloodborne, the format here is one question per episode.
Oh, Doom Kitty is shade. Thanks, Doom Kitty. Oh, let's do some. What is it when you like?
What am I drinking? I'm drinking sugar-free Mother. This is not a sponsorship, just it was the cheapest thing they had.
No, why did you interrupt me? I had a good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you still have it?
Yes, because I'm
I thought
holding
then the
it.
interruption was fine.
Do you all see what I have to deal with? Thank you. So, what is
All
it?
energy drinks look like urine, by the way. If you take them out of the can, they're all this color. It's really weird.
Have
Anyway.
you thought of filling your piss skull with energy drinks?
I almost did, but I use it so infrequently it would, like... I don't know what energy drinks do if you leave them for too long, like if they curdle or something.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't attract anything because it's got no sugar in it, but I don't know.
Flies?
Maybe it's like primordial soup and just like life will emerge from it. Sin, I believe you had an observation.
I had a good idea. What do you call it when it's morning. I can't... Product placement. Okay, you ready for product placement? This was not intentional, by the way. Okay, how do I do this so I don't spill my coffee on my laptop? I just gotta calculate. Hello, Richie.
Oh, hello, Sin. What are you drinking out of? I can't see. If only your camera were placed in a position where we could actually see. You know, Baby Yoda, I think, is taking up more space than your faces right now.
Yeah, Baby Yoda is friends with Liberty Knight and Dark Souls 2 guy.
Yeah.
And
good.
Is this reversed? I can't tell. No, it's not. So I can do this. Okay, look. This is Liberty Prime. This is Baby Yoda. Dark Souls 2 guy. This is Communist Prime. I commissioned it. Halsey did it.
Does the real Liberty Prime sometimes turn around and get mad at the Communist Prime poster you have up?
No, because doesn't. It never turns around, so it doesn't know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, people are asking, did we see the awesome Elden Ring trailer that they had at the Game Awards?
It
Yeah,
was
wow.
amazing.
#Elden Ring trending.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to Tutu's question.
No, first we gotta
No?
get to the fact that, okay, at the Game Awards, they showed a lot of games, and they showed off something, and I don't remember if I knew about it or not, but basically people who, or one person, or multiple, I don't know, who were involved in Dead Space, made something that looks like Dead Space, but it's called the Callisto Protocol.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that.
Okay.
Because Callisto was my favorite character in Xena.
Oh, I think it's a crossover.
Yeah.
Finally.
I know. When are we getting a Xena game?
We had one. It was on PS1.
Can Bluepoint remaster it?
Otto Willem's asking for our comments on the Game Awards. Did you watch the Game Awards?
Oh, I did, yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
Okay, what happened? I was buying envelopes.
Well, I started watching it, and then I was like, oh, I should take a couple of notes. So Richie and I maybe can talk about it. I don't know. And then I think the only thing I remember taking a note down of is that Mario got murdered by Saffron. But that was exciting. Also, we're gonna sue because there was a scene of some game where this blue squid octopus thing was playing the piano, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. That's about it. And then the Dead Space thing, and famous people showed up to announce awards. Captain Marvel was there, Keanu Reeves was there.
Apparently Vardy is sad that there was no Elden Ring.
But he's always sad.
I know, because everything is so tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no Elden Ring, so.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, to be honest...
This is the one time I actually expected to see Elden Ring.
Why?
Because I knew it had been delayed for a year, and I'm like, okay, so now it's a year from when we thought we would see it properly. So it makes sense, okay, it's been a year, maybe this is where we're going to see it, because it's been delayed a year, now it's a year later, but no.
No, it's going to come out in 2025 with the Bloodborne remaster.
I couldn't hear you at all, by the way.
What? Why?
You just, your mouth was just flapping and there was no noise coming out.
I said it's gonna come out in 2025 with the Bloodborne remaster.
Right.
Thank you. And I had something else I was saying, but you interrupted me by talking.
Okay, yeah.
If I have an idea that comes into my head in the middle of your sentence, you're supposed to stop.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I don't remember. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so let's get to Bear's question.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have it?
Why do you have to do everything around here? I don't understand it. You have not. Sin, do you have the question? Sin, set up OBS. Sin. Okay.
Hi, Brian.
Of course I have it.
Hi, Epsilon. We're not actually meant to be public, but Sin pressed the wrong button and OBS.
It's OBS. It did something. I don't know what it did. It did something. Okay, no.
You can keep talking. I got a glow-in-the-dark glitter candle from the from the supermarket. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not much, but it's making me happy.
That's good. Very, very glad. Very good. Good job. I just had it right here. Now I can't find it. AMA, where did you go? Tutu, do you remember your questions by heart?
Tutu. Tutu, how dare you? That was...
Wait. I'll find them.
Tutu cannot remember what he asked.
Okay, I got it.
Alright,
Sinclair
okay.
saves the podcast yet again. Let me post
Brian's
that
asking
to you.
if you're hungover.
No, it's just been, like, tiredness.
Do you want me to put my sunglasses on so we matchy?
Yes, please.
Okay. He's got a lot of good feedback last time.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Alright. Richie, I posted Tutu's question in your Discord window.
Horworthia K says you look like a Blues Brother.
Awesome. I watched Blues Brothers 2000 when I was young, when it came out.
Yeah.
I remember there was a big car pileup. But that's all I remember.
Okay. I'll just copy this into text file.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can look at it over here. Kara wonders if you get shorter in every AMA video. Kinda do.
Does everybody get bullier in every AMA video?
The problem is it's like really early morning for you, and I'm like hyper because I've been up all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Oh. No, we can't show the Elden Ring trailer on the stream, but luckily it's all over YouTube right now.
We should reenact it.
Yeah. For reference, there is no Elden Ring trailer. We're playing along with a joke, but I'm now concerned that someone has actually joined the chat and is taking me seriously. There was no Elden Ring Game Awards. It did win Most Anticipated Game.
Yeah.
Okay. Horworthiak. Horworthiak. I don't know.
Their
how to
name
pronounce
is
your name.
Hey. I just told you. I just
What?
told you in the beginning of the stream. Their name is Hey. You say Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey says, have we heard of the YouTuber TB Skyan? They'd be a good person to collaborate with. I don't know.
No, remind me next year, Hey. Because this year is
Yeah.
done. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I mean,
anything.
it's in like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, remind me
Yeah.
in 3 weeks, Hey. Yeah, because I'm taking a vacation from editing.
Okay, so the first of Bear's questions
Yes.
is, do you feel any of the Souls-inspired games that followed Dark Souls and Demon Souls, e.g. Neo, The Surge, Salt and Sanctuary, etc., captured your imagination in the same way as From Software's production? Ace is here, hi!
Yeah, he just said what it... say what Acer wrote in Acer's voice.
Sin's shouting is making everyone in the restaurant look at me weirdly.
That wasn't Acer's voice. It was supposed to be in character.
I've never done Ace's voice.
Okay. Don't you know the first rule of improv, Richie? Yes, and... No, it's not no, it's yes, and. Don't you watch Whose Line?
No!
Have you ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I know it exists.
Oh my god, we're gonna have an episode-by-episode review of the classic Whose Line episodes.
This is getting closer and closer to my joke about the worst possible content being our episode-by-episode deep dive into The Price is Right. Called That Was the Price That Was Right. And every day Elden Ring doesn't come out, I get a little more scared that we're gonna do it one day.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I've seen worse content. Okay, so what was Tutu's question? Can you summarize it for me?
Summarize the one sentence
Well, actually, before we started the podcast, Richie said that I look like someone.
No, I didn't know. Well, I wasn't specific.
Yeah, well, generally, like a someone concept.
I said you looked like a celebrity who was either like just coming out of rehab or was like facing some sort of legal issues and was trying to hide their identity because you're hiding your face, but you still have the aura around you of like I'm the queen.
So as a queen,
yeah.
I'm allowed to ask you to summarize this question.
That's what I was doing. Now, do you feel any of the Souls-inspired games that follow Dark Souls and Demon Souls, e.g., Neo, The Surge, Salt and Sanctuary, etc., captured your imagination in the same way as From Software's production?
Well, the only game that captured my imagination really ever is Bloodborne, so I mean, no, but also, no to all the other games that exist in the universe, so it's not.
Did you play any of those like Souls-like ones?
I played Neo.
Tell us about your experience playing Neo.
Well, it was hard, but it wasn't. I didn't really like get into the story. I didn't really care. There were these cute guys that appeared. Okay, those were good. The cute little guys. The little guy, take it to the shrine. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, the Kodama.
Yeah, so that's about it.
How far did you get in Neo?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Right.
Did you play Neo? I don't remember. Yeah. What did you think?
It was pretty good. I beat it, but I didn't feel like obligated to do the DLC. It was very Tecmo Koei Tecmo. I forget which one comes first, but it was that like the way it's like I finished this mission, but I can go back and do the mission again. Only this time there's like slightly different enemy placement, or there's some sort of like weird like condition. Oh. Yeah, Chris points out Neo has a virtually incomprehensible story. Yeah, Neo assumes that you know, like, all of like, the Japanese history, the period that it's in. And it gives you absolutely no, like... There's no primers. It's just, like, here's all these characters that, unless you knew who they were beforehand, it's completely unclear why they're important. And I felt like I was faking my way through a job interview through a lot of the story. Where, like, people would say like, "Oh, it's just like the Neo" to William, and I'm just like, "Yeah, yeah, it's exactly like that thing you just said."
I'd like to amend my answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that no games captured my imagination, whatever. Mm-hmm. There are a couple of games like Dead Space. I really liked it. I followed the lore. Fallout, BioShock, Portal.
Yeah.
There's a couple of...
These are like after... Those are all pre...
yeah, so, yeah, but in terms of... Yeah. I don't think it's the fact that something is a Souls-like that I like it, because out of all the Souls games, Bloodborne is the one that I actually really, really like, and it's the one that sort of makes me like other stuff by proxy, but if Bloodborne didn't exist, then I wouldn't play anything
And, like, you've talked about how, like, you sort of want a version of Bloodborne that doesn't play like Bloodborne, that's just the environment.
Yeah.
Which is true of a lot of... Like, there are a lot of people I know will say some variation on, like, I love Bloodborne, I just hate playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they'll just, they like the environment of Yharnam and the backstory and the designs and everything, but the actual gameplay is sort of secondary. And I think I'm sort of like that too, I don't...
You're also casual?
I think it's clear I'm not good at these games.
It's true, I did have to carry you through the Ligarius fight.
Yeah. Do I look like I'm a serious... Look at this. Is this a serious gamer?
Yes. Thank you.
So did you play, like, you didn't play The Surge, did you?
I watched videos of The Surge, but
You didn't play... Did you play Salt and Sanctuary?
I watched some videos of Salt and Sanctuary, but it didn't connect. So I was
yeah, like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play Hollow Knight?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did, and then I got lost. So, like, I mean, it's a cute game. It's very adorable, but again, it didn't make me, like, I was just like, oh, I'm lost now. Okay, I'm gonna move on with life. You know? Like, I think also it's just me. I'm getting kind of old, and I have other things going on in life, and, like, it's hard to stick to a game or to like a game unless, like, there's something about it that makes me go, like, oh my god, I really love it, like Fallout. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, of these, like, I talked about Neo already. I liked Neo. That was the thing where actually I liked the gameplay of Neo a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit hard, but you have a lot of build options. And you can do you can sit around making these really, like, all this, like, random drop system, and you can, like, combine weapons to make other weapons. So I got obsessed with, like, I'm gonna make, like, this katana that's got this exact elemental prop. It's kind of like farming blood gems, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you could, like, you can kit out your guardian spirit with all of these, like, effects and everything. And it's really, really intricate, and I like stuff like that. So I like that aspect of Neo. I'm only vaguely aware of the historical period in which Neo is set, so the story confused the absolute shit out of me. And, like, I liked the sort of, like, the minutiae of Neo, where it would be like, it was things I do in games anyway, but I got rewarded for them this time, where it's like, I want you to find every single one of these tiny pointless things. I'm like, okay, I would have done that anyway, but thank you, I get something. I didn't play Neo 2. The Surge I really liked. I was one of the few Surge defenders when it came out. Because I think the Surge is, like... I'm surprised you haven't played the Surge, because the Surge is what you want. Which is that it's Fallout, it's Souls with the VAT system from Fallout.
Okay, but does the Surge have post-apocalyptic, retro-futuristic feel?
It feels vaguely retro, that it's retro now. It feels like the future sort of went wrong. So, like, and I there's a lot of stuff about the Surge I liked. I liked that they eliminated a lot of bullshit farming from it, because the way that the targeting system worked was that every set had, like, a torso piece, 2 arms, and the legs and the head, and then when you met an enemy, it would be random what part of the set they had, and then using the targeting system, you could specify, like, okay, I just want to get, like, this specific piece. And that played into, like, the boss fights and stuff, where, like, oh, this boss is only going to show up once, so I actually get a shot. Like, if I play this fight out the way I want to, with, like, hitting the limbs and everything, I'll get a different drop than if I had just run in and bashed them. And I think because of that, because of the way that, like, you were... It made me relate to the enemies differently. Because the enemy itself wasn't just a pile of hit points, it was actually, like, broken into different pieces. And then I really liked the way that then you would hit the bosses. And... No, I'll backtrack a bit. The thing about the Surge is, like, pretty much every enemy in the game is just a human. In various suits of, like, these, like, weird exoskeleton things. And you get very, very used to fighting humans. And then you hit a point where they start introducing things that aren't humanoid. And it's really, really unnerving, because you have absolutely no idea how to fight them. So, like, okay, I'm fighting a human, I know how to fight them. It's like you do this and hit them here and here and here, and then you, like, build up this bar, and then you can decapitate them. But then you run into like here's just like a pile of robot limbs on the floor with a torch on the top, and I don't know what this is. I don't know how to fight it. There's the bosses like there's two humanoid bosses in the game, and the rest are just like you're fighting an assembly line. I don't know how to fight an assembly line. I know how to fight like a waste disposal system, but it forces you to do it. And because they're so inhuman, it is really, really like unnerving to actually try to engage with them. And it had that real feeling of like I am actually being attacked by a weird inhuman system that I don't understand. And they did that through gameplay. It wasn't like, okay, now it's robots, but they basically behave like the humans. It's like, no, now there's just no one, I have no idea what the hell this thing is. And it had all these really weird, really strange mechanics in it that I didn't realize till way, way later on, where like there was a suit of armor, and if you had it on, it was a very specific combination, it would change like certain kinds of attacks you could do to do status effects I didn't even know were in the game. Like it's full of all this really weird crap. And like it's very short, and the level designs are quite dense and complicated. So it's sort of like it's something I liked, that where like it wasn't big open spaces with nothing in them. It was like lots of little compressed corridors that were very intricately connected. And then it the story itself, like it wasn't like a masterpiece, but I liked the way that it's actually very similar to Bloodborne, the story, in that it was like something went wrong, and rather than trying to fix it, everyone just kept coming up with solutions that made the problem worse. So it's this gradual sort of mounting disaster where like, because it's set within this huge corporation, that literally can't slow down. They can't actually stop production. They can't stop what they're doing because there's so much money invested in it. No one is willing to actually like put the brakes on. So it's just this mounting disaster that gets worse and worse and worse throughout it. So I really I dug a lot about the Surge, and also in New Game Plus, it does a thing I've never seen before outside of like Dark Souls 2, kind of, where it's like in New Game Plus they just increased the weapon upgrade like ceiling, so you can get them to, I think it's like plus 10, and then when you get into New Game Plus they just raise it, so it's like, okay, now everything goes to plus 15, so you don't end up in that situation where you've upgraded the weapon and there's nothing to do.
Hi everybody.
Sorry. Pablo donated 20 IRS money and said,
Thank
hi
you.
Richie, cool glasses. Hi Sinclair, hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
Yeah, sorry,
Hi,
it was
Pablo.
reading it out
Yeah.
loud, so yeah.
So that was the Surge. I did like the Surge a lot. The thing is, I didn't play the Surge 2, so I have no idea where they went with it. Oh, I also liked in the Surge, it did the like transhumanist thing, but it, instead of just being like, ooh, cyborgs, are they good or are they bad? It took the line that like, well, it's just technology, and whether it's good or bad is dependent on the context in which it's used. So like they existed, and like the main character of the Surge is he's paraplegic, and he gets this cyborg tech that lets him walk again. But like it's like, okay, so this thing exists that can actually cure your paralysis, but at the same time it's entirely controlled by self-interested people. So it's not a question of whether the technology is good or bad, it's a question of like, is it used for what ends is it being used for? And even like the way that it was like likening, because you're in a wheelchair for actually like part of the Surge at the start, and I really like the way it sort of likened this this mechanical walking thing. That's this like futuristic technology that we don't have, but it's like, okay, this is basically just like a wheelchair. It's like, it's just a piece of technology. How do you use it? It's not a question of like, you know, like, oh, this is damaging my humanity stat or something. And yeah, it does a whole lot of really interesting stuff, and I have no idea if the sequel picks up on any of it because I never played it. I did not play Walk in the Park, Alexander, but I have it, and I know it's apparently very good. Salt and Sanctuary, I literally played for about 10 minutes, and it's like your reaction of just like, I'm old, I don't have time for this. Hollow Knight's the same, where it's like, I'm sure this is great, but I don't have the time or the energy to pour into like a big expansive RPG when I have a whole lot of other big expansive RPGs also competing for my time. And I played a bit of Lords of the Fallen, which was kind of the same deal. I'm like, it's fine, but I also have Dark Souls, so play that.
Cool.
Yeah, so the Surge is, I think, the one that like captured me largely because of just like how it handled certain things, which I didn't think.
Who made the Surge?
2 points out. Lords of the Fallen's made by the people who made the Surge. The Surge is the follow-up.
Are they popular?
Deck 14, I think, or Deck 13. I don't know.
Could we invite them on the podcast?
I think they're a bit out of our league.
Oh.
Look at us.
Oh, look at Surge. Oh, shade.
I think the Surge is doing better than we are.
Some guys is asking, did you get stuck on Johnny in Surge 2? I don't know.
I've never played Surge 2.
Willie's saying, hi, Richie and Sin. I listen to you guys every day, and you're the best.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so, follow-up to Bear's question. Is there any of them you'd like to cover in the future, meaning other games?
Depends if there's time.
I think you'd like the Surge, because it's Souls combat with VATS.
Yeah, but what I like about Fallout is the environment and the posters on the walls.
There's a lot of posters on the walls in the Surge.
What do they look like?
Well, this is one of the elements of the Surge I thought was not great, because it's very like I guess System Shock. Like, you never played System Shock, did you?
No. I know
System
of it,
Shock?
but I never played it.
Where it's just like, we're writing bits of the plot on the walls. Now it's environmental storytelling, except no, you're literally just telling us via graffiti. Okay. Rest of Bear's question. What's your favorite look for the hollows out of all the Dark Souls games? Sin?
Well, you know, the one that wears a suit and a tie looks pretty cool. What do you think?
Sin, answer the question properly. No, here's the... Okay,
what are the options?
What? You have Dark Souls 1 Hollow that was like... look a bit like a zombie.
Okay.
You have your Dark Souls 2 Hollow, where you gradually went from looking a bit like a zombie to looking like a completely emaciated bog mummy. And then you had your Dark Souls 3 Hollows that just look like a really, really old person with no muscles or fluid in their body at all.
I like Bloodborne hollows, the ones that you find in Yahar'gul sitting on chairs.
Thank you, Sin.
What about you, Richie?
I think I like the Dark Souls 3 hollows a fair bit, because I like the way that 3 really leans into the idea that hollowing is like... It goes back, like, it's completely incompatible with 2. But the way that 3 sort of leans into, like, okay, hollowing is not actually the death of you, it's not actually you dying and becoming, like, a zombie. Hollowing is actually you gradually, like, becoming, like, realizing your potential as, like, what a human can be. So the fact that they don't really look as much like a zombie, they look more like a sort of, just like a very, very strange, like a person with all of the fluid drained out of them is I think, kind of cool.
Cool. Thank you, Richie.
Yeah. Okay, Willie Severus asks, as a fellow Australian, do you know where I can get a PS5 besides scalpers? I have no idea where to get a PS5. I actually have given up looking for one until after Christmas. I'm just waiting till post-Christmas sales. Okay, so, are you disappointed that Miyazaki never actually made the light-hearted game he promised in the original Dark Souls 2 interview with Edge?
The what game?
I actually didn't know he promised a light-hearted game. Okay, well, let's expand the question. Are you upset that Miyazaki never made a happy game?
The Racine is pretty happy.
How much of it did you play, though?
I watched you play the entire thing.
Well, I mean...
It has a happy ending, like... And, you know, you didn't like it. You were like, I want it to end where all the children die.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I still do.
Oh my god.
Okay, to just clarifying. He said maybe he'd make a more lighthearted game and then he made Bloodborne.
Yeah, I can see that. It's pretty lighthearted.
Because I remember in the Durasune interviews, he said that, like, Durasune was influenced by him really liking girls' manga. And that's where, like, the setting and everything kind of came from, and, like, the school setting and the fairies and everything. So I feel like maybe if he did lean... Because, I mean, I'm getting a little, like... It's less of a thing, like, if you came on board liking from when they did Dark Souls. But, like, as someone who's been following From's output since essentially, like, it started with the PS1, they can do other things. They can do things that aren't dark fantasy action RPGs. Like, I streamed Adventure of Cookie and Cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even, like, Another Century's episode and stuff like that, that's not... Like, Ninja Blade is not, like... It's not, like, a happy game, but it's comparatively lighthearted. And, like, Armored Core is very dark, but, like... There's
Metal
different,
Wolf
like,
Chaos.
Metal Wolf Chaos is, like... Metal Wolf Chaos is just a straight-up comedy.
Yeah.
So, like, this is why it's been like this, because it's... Because...
What's happening? Like, Richie, are you okay?
Yes. The last, like, game that wasn't somehow Souls adjacent was, like... I mean, you have Durasune. But then it's basically like Demon Souls. Verdict Day, which is Armored Core 5, Part 2, kind of. And then it's like Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. Then like Durasune, and then you've got like Sekiro, which is like, we'll say like a third Souls, and it's some guys pointing at 3D Dot Heroes, like all this, like, there's so much stuff that they can do other things. Oh, Eden's boyfriend is asking, does pale blood refer to your blood turning white? We'll actually talk about pale blood, but pale blood is not blood.
I think
like
Eden is trolling. Eden, are you trolling? Eden, tell us honestly, are you trolling?
Pale blood is a deliberate piece of misdirection that is designed to make you think it's blood, and then at the end of the game it's revealed to not be blood, it's revealed to be the sky. Thank you. Pale blood is Erden. Yeah.
Thank you, Eden.
I don't even know how to respond to trolling like that anymore, because it's just like... It's
identical to actual theories.
Yes, why I'm not on Reddit. Actually, it's not even as bad as the stuff that I was sent on a regular basis. Before I, like, adopted Sin as a kind of, like, filter. But yeah, like, I would like them to just do something that's not a dark fantasy RPG thing about corruption and stagnation because
Okay.
they can do those things. Echo Knight's not about that.
Oh yeah, Echo Knight was good.
Yeah,
It had Gurman in it.
Yep. Okay.
Richie, before we proceed, let's do some product placement. Richie, did you freeze or?
No, I'm just very still.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Because when you said product placement, I froze in terror.
Richie, if people want to find... Okay, that was horrible. Take 2. Wait, we can edit this out. Maybe not.
Evergrace.
Richie.
It's another front. It's kind of like Zelda.
Oh my god! Do you see this? I'm trying to make a product placement.
For what?
Well, you'll know if you let me talk.
We don't have sponsors.
Richie, if people want to see more great content like this, where could they go?
Talk to a professional.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised you have it in you to say great content like this with a straight face.
They can go to patreon.com/Sinclair. Okay, but we said it out of sync. We sounded bad. Oh no, Google is listening again. Stop. You cannot help me. Stop. Look, I don't know what made it go, how can I help you? Like, I don't know where it's like, what's up? How can I help you?
If you want more content like this, you can go to patreon.com/SinclairLaw, which is where this was supposed to be. Something went wrong with OBS and went public.
You know, this is, sometimes, when I edit, I send Richie messages like, did I really say that? Did this really happen? And this is one of those things, like, how did this happen? Specifically the one where I look like I haven't washed my hair in a week. I need to wear glasses because I look so bad.
I often look at myself and think, how did this happen? But I don't say anything, I just let it be broadcast because I can own it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Arthros, is Manus a humanity demon? No, Manus is just like... Manus is just Gale. Like, it's like someone who went to this grave where a bunch of, like, Dark Soul shit was there. And they messed around with it and dug it up, and then it all just went into them and turned them into a monster. Are they going to be more Bloodborne up close? Yes, I'm working on it now. I just basically, like... This whole week for me has been me going into and out of the city, because I don't really live in the city. And it's like, the city's about, like, 2 miles away, and I'm on foot, so it's like... I keep going in there and getting shit done and coming back out again, so I have a whole lot of, like, forms I have to fill out and things that have to be witnessed and signed and everything, and it's really long, and that took up the whole day. So I basically haven't done very much this week, but I'm gonna get around to it. Because it's alright. It's sad. It's Friday night for me now, so I'll get to it this week.
Yeah, if I was doing the Bloodborne Up Close series, y'all know there would already be at least 50 episodes, and I wouldn't be making excuses.
Eden, I do not have a manicure. This is hair dye that got on my hand while I was dyeing my hair because the gloves broke.
Why did you just ignore me? I just said that if I were making Bloodborne Up Close, we'd have like 50 episodes.
But you kind of did, because you're the genius behind Notes of Bloodborne.
What, where, why?
Runes of Bloodborne and What, Where, Why, which I feel like covered everything perfectly, but some people won't be happy until we do it this way. So, Sin, returning to the question, are you disappointed we haven't got a lighthearted game from Miyazaki yet?
No. I'm disappointed we didn't get a Fallout 5 yet. But...
Do you feel like it would be remarkably similar to Fallout's 3, 4, and New Vegas, though?
And 76. Yes, I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
so. I hope so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you sad that they don't endlessly re-release Fallout 3 like they re-released Skyrim?
Yes. I'm
Good.
also sad that we still don't have a word on a Reborn remake. So,
Do you think they'll do a Reborn like follow-up sequel series like they're doing with Inuyasha?
I hope so. That would be so cool.
I just have to check because I can hear a noise and don't know if there's a cat behind me.
Yeah, I saw a cat earlier.
Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. Which cat it was?
It's so cute.
Okay.
Almost haven.
They're asking about
West
particle
Virginia.
effects of Bloodborne. Aegon at the Stora kind of did that not as a joke.
Yeah, so
He's obsessed with particle effects. If you watch anything he's done, he stops and talks about particles for ages. His long-term absence from the community is felt by all. Maybe he'll be back for Elden Ring and we'll get particles of Elden Ring.
Exactly. Why are there 60 people here? So when I'm cool and I stream Fallout, 12 people show up. But when I'm like, I specifically don't want to stream this live. Everybody's a traitor. That's why.
Perhaps because this is a Fallout channel in your head, but the vast majority of the audience did not sign up to watch Fallout content.
It's in small letters. When you like, click subscribe, click the bell, click the user agreement that says this is a Fallout channel.
Hello, Effie Miljan. I noticed you. Hi. I just don't want to interrupt Sin.
Hello.
She's quite intimidating. So,
Yeah.
okay, well, we'll do a test. I'll stream Zardion at some point, and we'll see how many people show up to that, because I don't think it's going to be as many as show up to this.
Okay, we'll do test. But you have to name it Fallout and pretend to be me.
Everyone's asking to see my nails. That is not nail polish. That is just hair dye that got on my nails.
It's been there for like a week. Does it not come off? Hasn't it been here for a week?
I could probably scrub it off with like acetone, but
how intense is the dye?
It's hair dye.
Didn't you wear gloves? Wait, I'm so confused by this entire situation.
I said like four. Every time someone's brought this up, I said I had the gloves on.
Okay, but and no, you didn't say you had. Oh, how do the gloves break?
Because they're cheap plastic.
Is this your first time dyeing hair? What is happening?
I have large hands.
No, you don't. I have large hands. You have tiny hands. You have tiny, delicate hands. These are good hands. Look.
It's relative. The relative size, alright, of our hands to the rest of us, because you're very small. You're about a foot shorter than me.
You can't make a fist! Let's do the fist test! No, fist test, do a fist, Richie. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. My point exactly.
Obi's asking, do I wear nail polish? I do sometimes, but not right now. Because I've been working with plastic all day, so I didn't want to do anything that would get in the way. So
I don't wear nail polish because I bite my nails. It's a bad habit.
It's true. Yeah.
Bite my nails, crack my fingers.
Yeah.
But I'm perfect in every other way.
You are.
Thank you.
You're iconic.
Okay, so wait, so let's go back to the situation. So you wore gloves.
Oh my god.
And the gloves broke.
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
What brand did you use?
I don't know, I didn't write it down.
Is it just like...
It was the cheap, shitty gloves that come...
I know, it
with
just
the
never
hair dye.
happened to me. I just don't understand. It just never happened to me.
Yeah, it's because you don't have giant hands, which is what I was trying to establish.
We did the fist test,
relative
okay?
And absolute the relative and absolute dimensions of hands are different!
No, it's just every
The
time we
hands
do
appear large in
every time we
comparison
do
to the rest
fist
of you,
test, it
which
means
is
my
like very,
hands
very
are
small.
mightier and more powerful. If they're mightier
am
and more powerful, that means they're bigger.
5'10"
I'm 6'10".
Therefore,
I'm
my
7'10".
hands may appear smaller in comparison to the rest of me. They're actually quite. We have to measure them.
I am
We're gonna have to
700
I'm, like,
meters
going to have to
at
go and get-
5,000
alright,
pounds.
Fine. You know what?
Uh-oh, what's happening? Uh-oh. I regret nothing.
Okay. From here to here is 8.5 centimeters.
Okay. From here to here is half a cell phone.
That's not a standard unit of measurement.
In the Snack Covenant, we measure things in sins and cell phones. Thank you for donating 20 ARS, Pablo. Appreciate it. Why are there 68 people here? The one time, specifically, before we streamed, I was like, well, Richie, this one is going to be specifically private and only on Patreon. Nobody's going to see it because I look horrible and I'm just, like, tired. 70! Okay, well, now y'all just trolling. Okay, what other questions does Tutu have?
What is your favorite rune from Bloodborne?
It's the one that we did, and then Richie was like, oh, she never published this. That's the one.
So impurity.
Thank you, Richie. What about you?
Are we talking aesthetic, or are we talking how useful it is in game?
Tutu, are we talking aesthetic, or are we talking how useful it is in game? Tutu says,
he's talking whatever, he just wanted... Okay.
Oh, he wanted to reference our Masterpiece series! Richie, if people want to see more of our Masterpiece series, where can they go?
You can go to patreon.com and you can sign up to get the full Reborn commentaries.
Patreon.com/
Our Masterpiece series, of course, being the deep dive into Season 1 of Katekyo Hitman Reborn.
Okay, just so some people might think you're joking, because you treat this whole thing as a joke. But if you go to patreon.com/SinclairLore, there is actually the full episode by episode Reborn commentary of Season 1, where you have a full watch-along as well as the full commentary. Because on the channel, we have the short watch-along, only the highlights. And, like, some things in the commentary are not on the channel. They're only on Patreon. But also, hi Ingrid, what's your favorite rune?
She just jumped on me then.
And yeah, and we actually have a series called Runes of Bloodborne, some of which you can find on YouTube and some of which is on Patreon. So check it out. So what's your favorite rune, Richie?
They're all very nice. I quite like the Communion rune, actually.
Why?
Because I like how when you initially see it, it kind of looks like the Ace of Spades. But then the more you look at it, the more you realize it's like a cup with, like, reaching upward. But then you can also it gets stylized with like the eye in the middle and everything. It looks really cool.
I saw the sign.
Dantoki
I
asked what
saw
our
the
favorite Lord
communion
vessel
room.
is.
It opened up my eyes. I saw the communion room. Do, 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 do. When you said it's like the Ace of Spades, you know.
Yeah.
What...
Not the Ace of Base, though.
Yeah. It was very popular in the Union.
Yeah, there's a song called Ace of Spades that you could have sung.
I don't know that song. What does it go like?
The Ace of Spades by Motorhead.
Oh. Cool.
I have a tangential Motorhead connection I can mention.
Okay, what's up?
Oh, Beautiful Bear saw Motorhead live. Okay, so Lemmy from Motorhead, RIP, he was a very, very passionate scale model tank and aircraft builder. And my dad is part of a local scale model building club here, because he's a retired doctor and that's what you do. And he actually wrote to Lemmy and said, hey, since you're also into building model tanks, can you just be like our club patron? Can we have a little picture of you up at our club meetings? And he wrote back and said yes. So I'm like tangentially connected to Lemmy that way. Oh, thank you, Matt. Matt is saying that they love the content that we both create.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
Yeah. I think that's the key. It's like the content that we both create together is what's important. All those people who are like, oh, you have to go back to making solo things. It's like, no.
It's like, no.
Oh, Eden, my favorite instance of someone seeing an owl and thinking it's an alien is a specific incident in Cornwall, where there is a Cornish cryptid called the Cornish Owl Man. That is literally just an owl that is slightly larger than a normal owl. And rather than chalk this up to seeing an owl and getting the proportions slightly wrong because it's dark, they just decided it was like some sort of strange alien or ghost or something.
Thank you, Richie.
I have a book with the Cornish Owl Man in it, but I won't have time to go and find it.
Well, is there another part of or go on?
No. Oh, Hay is asking what our favorite and least favorite Dark Souls 2 bosses are.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I played Dark Souls 2. I don't... I mean, the headless girl is pretty chill.
Mytha. Okay. Does that make her your favorite or your least favorite?
It's just the only one I remember, really. What about you?
Cool. My favorite boss is Burnt Ivory King, who I also think is the best boss in maybe out of the 3 Dark Souls games.
Why?
It's just an extremely cool fight that they never did anything like again, where throughout the level there's 4 knights you have to rescue. And every time you rescue one, it shows up in the boss arena. So then when you jump down into the boss arena, you have like 4 guys with you without summoning anyone.
Oh, that's sweet.
And the boss like sends waves at you, so it's actually like it's like 2 very small, like it's like an actual fight with like a skirmish.
That's very
So there's like 5 of you, like a 5 versus 10. It's like this really cool, like it almost feels like a battle is going on instead of just a duel. And then it ends with like the Burnt Ivory King like comes out of the ground of this huge like column of flame, and you have to like fight him, and anyone who survives has to fight the Ivory King. It's really great, and they never did anything like that again. Even in like Dark Souls 3, where they're trying really hard to be epic, there's really nothing comparable. And I don't know why, because it worked. It's not like it was some like messed up idea where the AI didn't work or something. Like it's all there. They just didn't. Yeah. I guess the closest would be like Abyss Watchers, where they start fighting each other. But it was much more organized than that.
Cool.
Yeah. Least favorite is. Oh, I don't know, because there's so many are like kind of weirdly unmemorable. So you can say like the skeleton lords or the covetous demon or something, where you just walk in and punch them and they die, and it's like, why is this here? Yeah. Okay, we have a better question. What is the favorite boss in Bloodborne? Sin.
Oh. I'm not good with these on the spot questions. Let me think.
Okay. Also, Halsey's wondering what that is outside your window.
Oh, that's like the patio or whatever?
Yeah, you're in a basement.
Yeah,
so like
basement.
That's like ground level.
The badly constructed patio. Don't get me started. We'll have to change it because people who lived here before, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they were doing. The patio just looks like, and apparently was, some random person coming in being like, I am a constructor. I can make you patio for very cheap. And that's the result, and we're gonna have to change it because it's horrible. The driveway, like, you know how we live in the biggest tiny house ever? I'd like to call it my luxurious tiny house. So the driveway is tiny, like it barely fits a car, but they're like dents in the cement in our driveway, and it's like, how? I didn't know you could even do that. How is it possible? What did you guys do? Did you have monster trucks in the driveway? They wouldn't fit. So I don't know, you walk around, like when we moved in, it was fine because everything's fine. It's just like, there are things where you're like, either y'all didn't take care of anything, or like y'all purposely ruined things so that when you sell the house and the next person that's here is really annoyed. Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe so next time we can have like a tour. I show you my tiny house.
We had two things from the chat.
You want to see my tiny house?
It's a tiny little house.
It's very cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Kira points out that I think it's Kara points out that like Covetous Demon has a bunch of mechanics that never really show up because you have to like the fight has to drag on for way longer than it would because you just punch it and it dies. The Covetous Demon can like eat your gear and stuff. Aitor says like Covetous, you can cut off Nachka's tail, which I actually didn't know. Beautiful Bear's also like, yeah, like Covetous Demon is like a good concept, just everyone's over level by the time they get there. There's that's thing in Bloodborne as well with Celestial Emissary. Because Celestial Emissary has a move where like it will stand there and it will go like this and start praying, and all this like light comes out of it, and then all the other Celestials get these glowing eyes and they get like a buff. And I had not seen that before earlier this year, and I ran it past Meth, and Meth had never seen it, and Trin had never seen it, and none of my Bloodborne friends had ever seen it. And it's literally because it has to just not die in like the first 30 seconds, and that wasn't ever happening. Yeah, Bear's saying that he saw it like once, and like, yeah, it happens, but it's so rare because that boss goes over, like just goes down if you just like poke it. So then it was this weird hidden thing that we didn't understand, and it's literally because we were too good at the game, but like everyone is, because Celestial Emissary is so easy. I think it's actually something to do with the line of sight, because the Emissary, like, I think it can always see you, so it always defaults to trying to shoot you with its like arcane energy thing. So I think you have to like get out of range or stand behind a pillar or something. It'll eventually do it, but like.
Cool. I think,
Sin,
okay, I thought about it. My least favorite boss is Ram. Because of the fight.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite fight. I don't like it. I think my most favorite boss Let's see if I can pick just one. I mean,
People, yep.
what? Yeah, what?
People are suggesting Lady Maria.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. People are right.
Okay.
It's a very cool, stylish fight, and Lady Maria is very cool.
Yay.
Yay. Also, since there are people here, if you like great content, check out the I Hunt one shot we did, which I posted in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good.
If you are here to hear us talking, so if you'd like to hear us talking again,
mm-hmm.
you can listen to us play I Hunt, a game that is naught but talking.
Uh-huh. Are there any more questions from Tutu? Or?
Yeah. When are we getting a critical deep dive podcast on the movie with James Franco and the gorilla? I only just remembered we discussed that. That was a very long time ago.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever.
Oh, hey, Vinob, we're actually just about to finish. We have like one question to go.
Hi, Vino.
Okay, so the last one specifically for me, but I think you can answer your own version of this if you want.
Okay.
So it's, did film school teach you anything about how to approach games, whether analytically or how to play them? So, what it did teach me and what I ended up carrying over was the understanding that everything in the game had to be deliberately put there and designed by someone. So that was why I started getting into like, oh, let's look at the costumes, because I know that the costumes, just the knowledge that someone's job is to design the costumes, and they had to talk to the director, and the director had to approve them, means that like there would have been, it may have only been like a 10-minute long conversation, you don't know, but to make sure everything lines up, to make sure all like, you know, the doll's gear looking like the Kanehurst gear, and like the you know, like the position of brooches and things, just to make everything connect, like because you know, like I was there like on film sets like 2 or 3 hours before anyone called action, just lining things up and making sure everything looked a certain way, and just understanding from experience that someone had to do that made me pay more attention. Like, oh, okay, like in Kanehurst, there's the painting that's clearly Lawrence, and underneath that painting there is a statue of a woman holding a baby, and it's fallen over and it's broken, and the arm holding the child is like detached from the body. And like, I don't think that's accidental. I think that's very deliberately like, okay, the mother and the child are separated, and it's underneath the guy who did it, like stuff like that.
So I guess that would kind of be specific to Bloodborne, because not all games put that much thought, or not all, right?
No, I'd say, well, but every game has, unless it's like you go totally like this whole thing is, even randomized things, like they will have predefined like assets and predefined set pieces. The thing is, Bloodborne just uses it a lot. And again, like, that's sort of why we didn't talk about Dark Souls too much, because like Dark Souls 2, there's a lot of areas that are just big and open with not much in them. And they'll have a story, but the story will be in the item descriptions. It won't be like... Yeah.
Good point.
So, Sin, does your psych background help you with your understanding of games?
It helped me with nothing in life. Thank you.
But your job is literally... So, I mean, I take issue with that.
Yes, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You literally do work in a psych lab.
It's true. It's true. I literally do work in a psych lab.
Yeah. So in a way, it did help you. No, but like, when you look at something like Bloodborne that's so like about neuroses and about like, relationships between parents and children and like attitudes toward sexuality and things like that, does that ever click in your head with your background in like psych stuff?
Well, the psych stuff I work in is more research oriented.
Yeah.
So I think what clicks with me is whenever like Lawrence does an experiment, it's just like triggers me because I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. This is not it. Lawrence, stop. Lawrence, get a coordinator. It's,
you got it.
Yeah.
So you're just like, Lawrence, get a coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's all the questions, yeah.
Oh,
It's been going like almost over an hour, I think. Yeah, you called me at 10:30. It's now 12, so.
Cool.
90 solid minutes.
Wow. Excellent. Do you have any
else to... They just referred to this as a speed run, which it technically is. Also, someone asks if Solitas asks if Mikolash is the coordinator.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, he's gone.
He's running away from his responsibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just not showing up to work. He's very slow, and they're just like, oh.
No, it's more like, oh my God, the ethics committee will never approve. Also, we're gonna get arrested for what we're doing. I'm out. Bye. Bye, everyone. Just runs around.
Vinod asked us about the Game Awards. So I didn't watch them because I was out buying envelopes. Sin has no thoughts from what I can tell, apart from the Dead Space follow-up thing being cool.
Yeah, that space thing is cool.
Cool.
Mario got killed. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never connected with Mario games. I only like the Mario movie, but the games are
Yeah.
What about you, Richie?
What?
Do you like Mario?
I like Mario a lot, yeah.
Cool.
Is there...
What?
How long until you have to go to work? It's like,
another
it's like
15.
8 now.
Yeah, another 15 minutes. Because the good thing about my work, and especially working from home, is that my hours are flexible.
Yeah.
And so it's, since I finished all my work yesterday anyway, it's like there'd be nothing to do now until everybody else wakes up and gives me a task.
Okay, so let's start wrapping it up, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, Epsilon points out Elden Ring's already won an award before it came out, so good job, Miyazaki.
Yeah, bravo, Miyazaki.
That's all right there. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
We had no idea people would like these. Is the thing.
Yeah.
We were like, we'll just do this on. Because you asked me like a couple of weeks ago. You were just like, do you think like?
Yeah, because we did.
Would an anime thing work? And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, let me. No, because Richie explains everything so inaccurately. I just cannot. I'll need to give you a mocha to see if your
Okay.
cognition's okay. How's your memory doing?
Mhm.
Basically, we actually did an AMA, hi Ingrid, on the higher patron tiers, because the worst
Yeah.
content goes on the highest tiers, and we
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah.
oh, AMA would be like the worst thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll actually post one of them here.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, I'm tired. I don't want to edit. I need a break. So we were trying to think of things to do like live, other than streams.
Yeah.
And the AMA thing kind of came up.
Yeah.
And yeah, like originally, this was also supposed to be more patron oriented.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
She is.
Oh, cute.
Okay, continue.
And yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Change. It's a story. Yeah, this is going on Patreon after, because next time I'll at least, I don't know, straighten my hair maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, or curl it, or
You remind me a
brush
bit
it.
of, there's an Australian kids book called Grug.
Yeah, you
About-
showed me.
He's like a little monster who's based on a kind of tree that's just basically like a dome made of hair. So when your hair is like that, you look a little bit like Grug.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm trying to find that AMA. Does anyone remember which one was with the panda?
The panda.
The giant panda. The one where
Oh, that one! Yeah, no, I completely missed. Yeah, there was the giant koala. Hang on, I'll just put in.
Yeah, the koala, sorry, not the panda.
Put in
Yeah.
shot more. She does not like being moved because she's old. Here we go.
Where I make an ungodly sound.
Yeah. It was called something like something of Australia.
Oh, okay, I got it. I have it. Right, so I'm gonna post it in the chat. This is usually on like either the, I don't know, it's some a ridiculous tier. Yeah, and this is important because there's an important part of Snack Covenant lore. That's when we reference going to live in a koala. That's what we're referencing.
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
Archie, it
Archie,
is.
exactly.
TLDR, there is a gigantic, by which I mean like 3-story high statue of a koala.
Yeah.
On a bridge, and I showed Sin, and she lost it.
Yeah.
You made a series of horrifying noises, and
Yep.
in the end, she loved it so much she decided she wants to live there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Tuda says the laugh Sin makes is something. And you know, I actually looked at the analytics for this video, because normally what happens in a video is that, like, it starts at 100 and then it goes down, because people drop off by the end of the video, and, like... But in this specific video, it starts, and then at some point there's, like, a peak, and then it... So apparently people go back to the laughter, and just want to hear that horrifying sound again.
Because you initially you laugh really hard, like you're gonna pass out, and then I show you a close up of the koala, and you just make this. It's like like you're deflating. Once you sit on the bed.
Oh, hi Holdsy. Holdsy says
Hi.
Richie's so cute. Yo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, we should go.
Yeah. Alright, well, Richie, do the outro.
That was AMA Part 3, post-credit scene, answering Tutu's questions with Richie and Sin. This was supposed to be on Patreon, but the settings were wrong and now it's public, but I think she's going to put it back on Patreon now.
Yeah.
So if you're not on Patreon and you saw this, you did well. Like, bookmark it because it'll stay up, but it will be unlisted. So we need the outro music.
Okay.
Good night, everybody, / good morning.